Good day, people. This is Kosaki on our new topic. Our new topic that is confidence. We'll be talking about confidence, and we'll actually give more techniques and what to do when you want to be confident in your life. And it could be different aspects of life whereby you will be trying to perhaps attain your goals. It is a myth. It is a myth to say that, look, confidence is something that cannot be learned. Confidence, it is something that can be learned, and you can be more confident and achieve most of your goals. So my focus today is to talk about that, is to talk about what is it that you need to do in order to be more confident. You know, I understand that other people, they've got a tendency of actually expecting the outside to make them confident. But that is not how it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be within. You are supposed to have that mindset. You remember that you are the one that needs to achieve something. You've got to make sure that you make it happen, you know. You may want a confident, perhaps like in your employment. Perhaps you have that goal that you want to achieve to get a promotion. And you may want a confident to actually approach a lady that you love for the rest of you want to love for the rest of your life. And you may want confidence to perhaps like maybe you are going to the boardroom, perhaps you are going to a business venture that you want to take. So you want to make sure that as you're actually engaging on those on that journey of that type of business, you want to make sure that you excel. You tackle anything that you can. That is what confident people do. You can achieve anything that you want if you want to, if you are confident. But you know, sometimes other people, they've got a tendency of thinking that somebody must do something for them, something must do something to them. But I can tell you now that you can always learn to be confident. You know, yes, everybody is confident, but you can be more confident. That means to achieve more goals and all of that. Well, I need to tell you that I wrote something that can help us in terms of making sure that we learn from these techniques. Well, confidence is not something that you are born either with or without. Confidence is not an all or nothing personality trait that you're stuck with for life. We are all capable of feeling more confident. We can nurture and develop our confidence at any age by adopting new behaviors and strategies. Best of all, you already have all these resources that you need. My job as a coach my job in writing this is to make sure that you discover those resources within yourself. So, like I said, that in order for you to be confident, you can do it. You just need to learn. You just need to read. Even the business people that are so successful, you know, those people, they were not so confident. You know, they realize that they have to do something that they have never done in order to achieve something that they need in their lives. So, you've got to make sure that you do something. You must get out of your comfort zone. Now, to get out of your comfort zone is to actually make sure that you actually see the progress of the things that you want. So in order for you to see the programs of the things that you want, you've got to do something. You've got to move. You've got to be, you've got to be actually driven, You've got to activate a mindset that it will actually put you somewhere. If you go to the business, if let's say you're going to attend a meeting, you need the confidence. If you are going for a job interview, you need that confidence. If you are actually going to approach maybe a certain person, a certain venture, you need that confidence. If you are going to perhaps like a meeting, you need that confidence in order to crack, to convey your ideas and to present them and to make them make more sense, to the people that you are actually interested to have a joint venture with. Most of the time we think things just happen, but for things to happen, you've got to make them happen. Right? So there's quite a lot of things that you can do in terms of making sure that, you actually develop your confidence and all of that, which is those things are actually things that you need to do. You've got to be action driven. There are actually 7 line items that I want to mention that I'm going to focus on this video. First of all, how to deal with new situations, that is difficulties and opportunities, and seeing them as challenges to be tackled and overcome rather than threats to be avoided, right? Point number 1. Point number 2, take responsibility for making change happen rather than wishing their circumstances or the people around them would change. Number three, realize that while they can't always control what happens to them, they can always control how they respond. I'm reading these topics, I'm reading these line items. These are actually items that are actually utilized by people that are successful. They move outside of their comfort zones to try new experiences. They feel that anxiety, worry, and fear, but push on regardless in order to achieve their long-term goals. They cope with setbacks by putting more effort into achieving what they want, even when they feel downhearted and are thinking of giving up. And those people, they learn from mistakes and look for ways to move on rather than letting setbacks get them down. And they have a sense of purpose and set both long and short-term goals so that they can be able to pursue what they want from life. So this is actually a showcase. This is a sign that, when it comes to confidence, it's actually an action-oriented thing. Confidence is about action. If you want to do something, you've got to know, you've got to move, you've got to take that action so that you can start somewhere and finish somewhere. When it comes to confidence, most of the time, I'm going to put a very strong emphasis on this one, that most of the time, in order to be overly confident and be able to achieve your expectations and all of that, you've got to take control. And to take control doesn't need like people that are slow walkers, slow thinkers, and slow movers. You've got to be quick. You've got to tap your finger and go for it. You don't need to analyze what you want. So for you to be able to do that, you've got to make sure that, you take control on your actions. You must be, pragmatic in whatever that you do so that you can be able to achieve, so achieve your goals, to achieve your expectations, to also exceed them. Because when you are confident, you're not going only to achieve your expectations, you're going to exceed them. So it's so interesting when you see that you are progressing, It's so interesting when you see that your life is getting where you want it to be. It makes you, it gives you those goosebumps that you feel, at least I'm going somewhere. You feel confident. And anything that comes on your way, you can easily tackle, But all of that desire, like what? It desire like you to be able to take control, sometimes people, they get to be actually, scared and all of that. But, fear can kill you. And I can tell you now, the fear that you have, it doesn't exist. It's just a mumbo jumbo. It's something that is not there, but to you, you make it happen. And most of the time, people tend to actually put limitations by themselves. Listen to this one. If you want to go somewhere, and then you tell yourself, I can't afford that. I'm going to meet blah, 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 blah. I'm going to meet like big people and all of that. Who's putting those limitations? It's you. You must take control. You must have a drive. You must take action. You must know that you can do it. Sometimes what I do when I actually want to do something, I always give myself like a sort of a little bit of affirmations that I can do it. I'm actually born for it. And it is my taking that I have to go for it. So those are things that you need to actually premeditate your mind. Think about them, When a challenge comes, tell her, I'm ready for you. This is mine. I'm going to take you on, So you've got to have that confidence. That confidence must be like that, action-orientated, driven, and be able to take control. Yeah, actually, when it comes to that, like I always, use I always use like a sort of an exercise that I call it a cycle of confidence. But how is that cycle of confidence? You first think, you know, and then after that you think, you feel, and you do. You know, I call it a think, feel, do. It's a think, feel, do cycle. Because anything that you are going to do, you must think about it. And when you thought about it, you start to gain feelings that, yes, I can do it. And then after that, you do it. You know? Let's go back. I call it a cycle of confidence. What is this cycle of confidence? Is think, feel, and do. How do you go about that? You want to buy something. Obviously, you have to think, how much do we have? You know, okay, you've got some money, and then, okay, you want this thing, and then after that, now, how do you feel? Just see yourself having that item that you wanted, right? Now, you feel you have it already, you haven't bought it, you thought of buying it, now you are thinking that, like, look, I'm wearing this item, or I'm owning this item. How do you feel? You feel great. And then after that, what follows? You go and do it, because you want those good feelings to what? To exist. You want that driven confidence to be there, to be there every time. You know, like now, I'm actually doing this, confidence video clip, which is I thought about it, and obviously there were actually some kind of doubting feelings that I'm not gonna do, how people are gonna feel it, how people are gonna think about it, and all of that. But I said, look, I want to do it. It must be done, because we've got to be confident. We've got to have that confidence. So this is how the cycle of confidence works. You think, you feel it, and then after that, you do it. And then, when you actually think of it, when you think of it, it gives you that continuous loop, So it's quite like it's quite a good way of actually tackling everything that you desire, everything that you want in your life. This is how the base of confidence starts, You want to do something, you must think about it, you feel it, and then after that, you do it. Sometimes I would actually, have that hesitation, but fear doesn't kill you, and fear doesn't kill you, it makes you like, make something that is not there. You create something that is not actually existing. You're actually deviating from the type of the goal that you want. You want to be able to achieve something, but here is this thing of fear that is and then don't nudge on it. Don't actually think about it. Don't actually take it in. Because when you take it in, then it's going to expand, because when we think, everything that we think, it expands. So you must never allow your mind to adopt the negative thinking, the negative trait. Never allow that if you want to be confident, right? So look at this one. I want to take you to 7 fears of life, right? 7 fears of confident life. I'm going to read them to you, and I'm going to explain them to you accordingly. And please do adopt them and apply them in your life. And when you do that, you will start to see the difference that you desire in your life, because the expectations that you have, the excitement that you're going to see is going to be real, But obviously, you've got to control yourself in doing it. You've got to know that I'm controlling this space. You've got to know that I'm actually wanting to achieve this thing. And when you do that, life is great. And life is actually, an oyster. And it will then be a roller coaster. You'll be part of that roller coaster in your life. So I want to read them, 7 fears of confident life, which is I've wrote them accordingly. The first one is your physical life. Right? It's important that you are healthy. It's important that, you take control of your physical life, Always make sure that you feel yourself, that you're confident and you can do it. And you actually are the only person that is going to attain the goal that you want. And for that confidence to exist, you've got to make it happen. Right? The second one, which is a second fear of life, confident life, your intimate life, Just think about your level of confidence in the relationship, with your partner, spouse, or a significant other. Think about, your partner right now. And perhaps does your partner support you, make you laugh and feel love, bring you joy and all of that, happiness and high level of confidence, because high level of confidence means that you are actually deeply satisfied within your relationship. Never stay in that relationship if you're not happy. Rather be alone and live your life to the fullest, because that is what will drain you, But what is important, I'm mentioning these things so that you can be able to learn and understand what is expected to you, how you should live your life, so that you can be able to be confident. The basic topic of today is that we must be confident. This is all about confidence, right? Your family life is the key. You just need to think about your relationship with your parents and your siblings and your children and the wider family. Do you feel totally loved? And supported by your family? Do you feel confident enough to be yourself with them? And if you're not, get out of that zone. If you're not feeling confident with your family, get out there, because you're not going to achieve your goals. Why am I saying that? You're not going to achieve your goals because you'll start thinking about all the negative, aspects. Your thinking is going to be making your life to deteriorate, not to be where you want it to be. Your channels of excellence they're not going to come. The abundant life is not going to be there because you are controlling the positivity that you are supposed to have, So just get out of there. In your social life, how confident you are with your social life? About the social life, your friends and all of that, the things that you're supposed to do, your outgoing life and all of that. Those are things you need to look at. These are actually aspects, these are 7 spheres of confident life. You've got to make sure that 7 of them, they are on point. You've got to make sure that you're all in all of these spheres, that your life is actually 100% good. Your occupational life, the job that you are doing, people that you are working with, your surroundings, your boss. Sometimes things may not be the way you want them to be, If you can't change them, your position as a person that you want your life to be good, you've got to make sure that you make it happen, Sometimes you have that difficult boss. Sometimes you have that difficult, perhaps like team leader or supervisor or manager, first line manager. So what do you need to do? You've got to try to be good. Obviously, when a person this is like if you greet other people with a smile, and then obviously those people will smile. That's a good medicine that I use on a daily basis. If I see a person, I just give a smile. Good day, how are you? I'm good. Okay, how was your day? And then after that, I pass. When I see that person is smiling, because when he sees me, he associates me with the what? With a smiley person. Those are things that you've got to do. Your financial life. How is it going? Consider your confidence in your ability to what? To manage your money, right? How confident are you to do that? The basic motive is to be confident. So you've got to make sure that your financial life is well managed, excelling in all of that. And also, most of us could actually easily be, do with a little money, the sense that you have, make use of it. And the last one, the sense of purpose in life. Because I can tell you now, when it comes to sense of purpose in life, I can tell you, confident people have a sense of purpose and meaning in their lives. They do something, they want to achieve something every day, And when they do something every day, they actually make sure that what they are doing, it puts them into a different level, It puts them in a different space. It puts them, in a different zone whereby they can say that, look, I'm feeling good. I'm meeting new people. I'm confident. I'm being able to tackle anything. I can control my situation. And they know that they are the people that are in charge of the change that has to happen in your life. Thank you, people, for your time. Thank you for actually listening to this video, which is there are actually more that are coming on confidence. Please do subscribe, take them on, and read and learn and apply the principles that you are actually about to learn. I can tell you, if you keep on applying these principles, your life will be a masterpiece. Your life will be great. Your life will be good. And when your life is good, you feel good. And you attract good people, and you attract good things, and abundance becomes part of you. And you feel happy, excited, and know that you can do anything in your life. So just keep on subscribing, and the life will be an oyster. Bye bye.